Hi, I'm Hannah Witton, the author of Doing It, Your Guide to All Things Sex and Relationships, and this video is all about healthy relationships. We all want our relationships to be healthy, and that goes for all of our relationships, not just the romantic and sexual ones. There are your friendships and your family relationships too, and the same principles can be applied to these, but we're going to be talking specifically about romantic and sexual relationships. So what does a healthy relationship look like? First of all, it's important to state that everyone deserves and is entitled to healthy relationships. A healthy relationship is about having mutual trust, respect, and communication. So let's talk about those. Trust goes both ways in a relationship. It's something that you build together and you have to earn. Feelings like jealousy and paranoia are not healthy components of a relationship. Trust is about not having to check in constantly and not being controlling of your partner's behaviour. It means that you can go off and do your own thing without worrying all the time. And of course, it's about just being trustworthy yourself. Respect is about recognising your partner's individual qualities. You have to remember that you're still your own person in a relationship. It's about respecting your partner's work, friends, family, alone time, aspirations, values, beliefs, etc. Respect is about giving them the space to be their best selves and supporting them along the way. And also, you should be getting the same in return. Communication. This is all about being open and honest with each other. And it is just as much about listening as it is about talking. Having good communication is about being able to talk about the relationship itself. What are your expectations? What do you want out of a relationship? What can you bring to one? Where are your boundaries? And it should also always be an open and ongoing dialogue. You should always feel like you can bring something up even though it's been discussed before. And I should note that these things aren't just requirements for serious long-term relationships, but for any relationship. For brief casual encounters or for people who are only sexual partners, having trust, respect and communication are still hugely important if everyone wants to have a good experience. So now we've talked about healthy relationships, it's time to look at some of the signs of unhealthy relationships. A lot of these signs may seem small or not a big deal, but if ignored they can escalate easily and the relationship could potentially become abusive. And abuse in relationships isn't just physical violence. It can also be emotional, verbal, sexual, or financial abuse, or manipulative and controlling behaviour. So here are some of the signs of abuse that I've written about in Doing It. Name calling, possessiveness, checking phone/emails, extreme jealousy or insecurity, explosive temper, pressuring to do things you don't want to do, isolating you from your friends and family, making you feel scared, making you feel down about yourself and have low self-esteem, hurting you physically or emotionally, pressuring or forcing you to do sexual acts. If you are in an abusive relationship, it is not your fault. There is never an excuse for abuse, and whatever form it takes, abuse is never okay. What to do if you or a friend are in an abusive relationship? Talk to someone. No matter how isolated you feel, there are people who do care about you and will listen. Whether it's a friend or a family member or a professional like a doctor, counsellor or police officer. There are also loads of online resources listed in the back of Doing It. If it's a friend, encourage them to talk to someone who has experience with abusive relationships. They may not want to talk to you if their partner has made them feel isolated from their friends, but make sure they know that you are there for them and that you are ready to listen and help when they need it. So here's a discussion question. What should you do if you spot 1 or 2 early signs of abuse in your relationship or in a friend's? Thanks for watching. Bye.